Yo, what is up, boys, and welcome back to yet another video. This one is going to be about a game which a lot of you guys have mentioned to me in the past, s&box, and some really big news relating to it, which I'm going to be talking about in today's video. Just a few days ago, I made a video, in fact 3 days ago, called Garry's Mod 2.0, aka Gmod on Unreal Engine First Look. This was on a game called Modern Play, which was essentially Garry's Mod, but on Unreal Engine. And coincidentally, on that video, I actually shown the website of s&box, which is s&box.facepunch.com. But if you look at that website today, you will see it is looking a bit different. It's got a fave icon, which you can see right here. It didn't have. It's got completely different information on it. And this essentially confirms that s&box is still very much so in development. If you look back at this video from, like I said, 3 days ago, you'll see the last devlog they made here was on the 18th of June 2018. This is the first time we've really heard about s&box's development since 2018, 2 years ago now. And in case you guys don't know why this is a big deal, s&box is essentially a spiritual successor to Garry's Mod. Essentially, it's Garry's Mod 2.0. Garry's Mod, I'm sure, have impacted a lot of people's lives who are watching this right now. Originally releasing back as a Half-Life 2 mod, I think in 2004, and then releasing on Steam in 2006. But yeah, it's one of the most the best-selling games ever. You can see right here, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's the 8th best-selling game on PC ever. So I think a lot of us have had some fond memories in it. I know I definitely did as a kid. And the idea of a modern-day s&box, you know, with Garry's experience under his belt now, the wonderful team that work for Garry at Facepunch Studios being there and developing this game, it could be a massive hit and could end up being, you know, a big thing for the gaming world, much like Garry's Mod was, right? Yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, if you guys want to check out the website for yourself, I'll link it in the description. Shout out to Mr. Boolean for alerting me to this. As far as I can see right now, pretty much no one knows about this, and I'm sure some people do out there. Some of you guys might know about this already, but most of you guys don't. You'll see right here, 27th of April is their newest post on the website, which is, of course, today. Which it's actually 9 a.m. right now, so it must have been posted, I guess, in the past few hours or something, and you can see there's only a few likes on these posts and stuff like that. But the thing that alerted us to this is you can see on commits.facepunch.com, Garry deployed a s&box deployment on their website to fix the likes. So somehow Mr. Boolean found this, and yeah, thanks to him for finding it, I guess, because otherwise we wouldn't be reading this right now. So we're going to read this and see what's going on with s&box, because a lot of people were a bit disappointed with the lack of updates, myself included, but now we finally know what the hell's going on, and something big is happening with this one. It says, we've been on an extended break for a while, here's why that is happening and what's happening now. Of course, this is made by Garry Newman. Where have we been? So you may have noticed that we haven't been doing anything on s&box for something like up to a couple of years. Yeah, it's been 2 years. We had a bit of a shake-up of a company last year, which links to this article right here, where we talk about 2019 and Facepunch. Pretty good article. Where I decided to get everyone to focus mainly on Rust and Garry's Mod, obviously the main bread makers for Facepunch. I killed a lot of prototype projects, which included s&box. Of course, being killed is only temporary, and the potential was always to resume work on it. A bit of a weird statement. Normally killing means you kind of kill something permanently, but sure, I'm happy it's not dead. Why now? About a month back, I woke s&box up and started poking around with it. Everyone else is either working on Rust or Garry's Mod, so I'm taking the opportunity to work on it on my own for a while in secret. Big secret, by the way. I feel like for me, it's important that I know how every piece of code works, what it does, why it does it, what it doesn't do. It means I can work faster and get done what I need to get done. Fair enough. Makes sense. What's next? I'm sure a lot of you guys are glad to hear that we're not on Unreal Engine 4 anymore. Again, referring back to this video right here, you will see at the start on the original splash screen, or the front screen for the s&box website, it actually said something completely different, which is pretty crazy considering this was just a few days ago, but it says right here, we're hoping that we're making... what we're making is engine agnostic. Our goal was to build this on top of Source 2, but that seems unlikely now. Well, as you'll see right here, it says we're currently awaiting access to Source 2, but we won't know for sure when that will be because, you know, Valve time, etc. So we now know that they aren't going to be focusing on making this on Unreal Engine, and instead we're going to make it on Source 2, which wasn't the original plan, but I guess they like it for some reason. And ultimately, it is what drove the original game, Garry's Mod, to be such a big success, despite its troubles, from what I've been told, with its modding. I've been told modding Garry's Mod's a bit of a fuck around, apparently. I don't know if that's true or not, but yeah. Source 2, I like it. That's okay. Obviously on Half-Life Alyx right now. Right now, as an intermediary, I'm getting stuff working on Source 1. Since CSGO uses some Source 2 tech, I could start binding some of that up, and it shouldn't be a total waste of time. I'll keep you updated. Very ambiguous ending. Garry being the only person working on this right now, but it does mean that Garry's Mod 2.0 Sandbox is not dead. I mean, if we look at the news tab, you'll see right here, again, the last dev blog was literally in 2018. If you really want to see the idea of Garry's Mod 2.0, there's a lot of information to look at on this with the website right here, all the dev blogs, and there is a bunch of videos which you will find on YouTube from their Discord, which from what I was told, they shut down a long time ago. Apparently this was due to it being a complete shitfest. But yeah, if you click here, this does not bring you to the Discord being opened again. It instead just brings you to Facepunch's Discord, unfortunately. So yeah, maybe they'll reopen the Sandbox Discord, but I can't imagine they're going to be doing that until Garry is not a one-man team. But I'm just happy it's happening again. And actually, it got me really excited. I'm literally in my underwear right now, and it's 9 a.m. That's the peak of excitement for me. It's pretty sad. They did also change the front page for Sandbox. It is slightly less flashy than the old website. The old website had quite a lot of information you'll see on the front page where you can scroll down and see the different posts and stuff. This one's more it looks more modern. I like it. It looks nice. You know, the moving background and stuff is a nice change. But yeah, let's just read this anyway. I don't think I've actually read this before. This is our attempt to create a worthy Garry's Mod sequel. So I mean, although it was already abundantly obvious, this is undoubtedly a Garry's Mod sequel or spiritual successor. Is there a difference between those two words? Not really, I don't think so. We've been playing with it for a long time. It started off on Unreal Engine, true, as we've seen earlier, but with the assumption that we jumped to Source 2 when it came out. For this reason, we've been coding it in an engine agnostic way. That means
agnostic.
A way which will work on multiple engines. For you guys who don't know what agnostic means. I mean, that's not what it means, but that's what it means in this context. Which means that we should be able to pick Sandbox up and move it to another engine. Okay, thanks a lot for telling me what that means after I explained what it means. I'd swear I didn't read that before. I actually didn't. I don't actually think I've got that many hours in Garry's Mod. Let's have a look quickly. We've got 310 hours in Garry's Mod. I think I used to have an old account, which I don't use anymore, so maybe I've got more hours in total. But still, I think for a lot of us, the dream of having, you know, a highly moddable sandbox, a bunch of players, you know, let's say 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 players per server. There is actually some Garry's Mod servers that support that right now, but just on a new engine, which has better VoIP, which is more easily moddable, which maybe can support more players, all that kind of stuff. Just an up-to-date version of Garry's Mod is an idea which attracts the little 12-year-olds doing the default dance in Fortnite, and I think even some mature people, such as me, 26 years old, totally mature, so mature, so mature. A platform in which people can make things quickly, simply, and effectively is a great, great idea, especially one which doesn't run like complete shit, which is why some people have tried to replicate its success, such as Modern Play's recent release. Obviously, with Garry's Mod, we've got things like Hogwarts roleplay, Nazi Germany roleplay. I'm not going to say the specific place name that it's probably called, and who knows what else. There's even servers that aren't roleplay. I don't really know, actually, honestly, the plethora of things which Garry's Mod opens to the public. I haven't played it that much recently, but still, Sandbox, I would definitely play. A game from 2004, ultimately an engine from 2004, although it was probably updated to the source, the Orange Box engine. Garry's Mod at some point. I'm pretty sure it was. But still, it's a pretty old engine. One from this decade would be a lot nicer. You know, Source 2, not Source 1. I think Orange Box must have came out, what, 2007? 2008? 2007, I'm right. Yeah, 2007. So, let's do it. I'm actually hyped. Speaking of modern play, I did want to leave this quick update, which I mentioned in this video right here, but I'm just going to mention it in this video because I'm a bit upset, to be honest. I wanted to get your thoughts and feedback on this one. So Modern Play came out a few days ago, obviously trying to, you know, get the hype of Garry's Mod, but on a new engine. But it kind of failed in that way because it doesn't really support how many players and it runs like shit. But it's got mostly positive reviews. And just the other day, if we go on my Steam account and then go to the store and search Modern Play, I actually got perm-banned from the discussion tab. And I want to just let you guys know, watch out, these guys are kind of dodgy, because I got banned for literally no fucking reason. Or you can tell me if it's no reason. I'll show you why I got banned right now. The two links in this link to the Steam account of the main developer of this game, which was banned just over a year ago, which for some reason in this picture right here, he says it happened a few years ago. Apparently dev account got VAC banned because some Russian dude hacked this account years ago, sold to someone on platy.ru. I mean, it didn't happen years ago. It happened a year and a half ago. But yeah, I linked that because I thought people would be interested in it. Not that it's the evilest thing for someone to commit, or the evilest thing for someone to do, to hack on a game, but I still thought it was interesting. And then I also noticed that he got perm-banned on the Gmod store for attempting to resell leaked scripts. Which, again, not the evilest thing for a man to do, but I got perm-banned for that. You guys can, work out for yourself if you think that's worthy of a perm ban with no ban reason. But I then gone ahead and posted on a second account. This is when the admin actually responded to me. And, yeah, he called me a clout chaser. And told me that because, oh my god, Whitehard, if the information is public, don't you think no one is hiding? Just stop posting stuff like free asset. For some reason, these guys don't like us mentioning that their assets are bought assets. If you mention that, they even admit on a Discord, they will ban you. The fact that this is using bought assets, again, isn't anything too bad, but the fact that they're deleting people who mention it, well, that's kind of weird. The mods need to just chill out. Just because someone doesn't like your game doesn't mean you need to ban them. If you search for this stuff on Google, you won't even find anything about the fact that it's using bought assets because they'll literally delete any mention of it on the forums. And for some reason, one of the admins called me blind as well, but you can see the ATV was bought, the AK was bought, it looks like this model of the player right here was bought. For some reason, we didn't use any of the rest of them. Doesn't really make any sense. The gun was bought. I'm sure there's a bunch of other stuff which is bought in this game, and ultimately there isn't really that many assets past these few, but I just thought I'd mention that because I'd recommend avoiding the game for this reason. Developers just fucking banning you for no reason. If you see something that we don't like, well, that just means we're just going to have a massive circle jerk in the discussions tab. So, yeah, thanks for banning me, guys. They said we were going to get a free YouTube video. Any publicity is good publicity. Well, we're going to go to Steam Refund, and we're going to go and refund your shit game. Thanks a lot, guys. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to check out any sources and stuff about... fuck, I need to sign in. I'm not refunding. I'll keep it. You can keep that $3. Or 2 you probably get. Yeah, link in the description. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.